Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you are all fine and in good health. Welcome to online sport program round 2. This is Mehak Batul, your chemistry teacher from APS Namyal. In the lecture for this week, we are going to start our chapter number 3, periodic table and periodicity of properties. And we are going to cover our book page number 42 to 45. In this lecture, we are going to understand the concept of periodic table and period and groups of element. The periodic table is one of the most important tools in chemistry. It is very useful for understanding and predicting the properties of elements. For instance, if you know the physical and chemical properties of one element in a group, you can predict about the physical and chemical properties of any other element present in the same group. You can use the periodic table to relate trends in the reactivity of elements with their atomic structure. You can also predict which elements can form ionic or covalent bonds with the help of periodic table. So now let's see the discovery of periodic table. But before starting that discussion, there is a question that why do we need a periodic table? So here's the answer for that. By the end of 18th century, only 23 elements were known. By 1870, 65 elements were known. By 1925, 88 elements were discovered. Today, there are 109 elements. These elements combine to form millions of compounds. It is very difficult, rather impossible, to remember information concerning reactions, properties, and atomic masses of elements. So, we clearly need some way to organize our knowledge about them. So, let's see the discovery of periodic table. As we have already discussed the reason why we need a periodic table. One of the most important activities is the search for order. A large number of observations or objects can be arranged into groups according to the common features they share. It becomes easier to describe them. So in 1913, a chemist named Moseley noticed that atomic number could be served as a base for systematic arrangement of elements. So he arranged the elements in order of increasing atomic number. So we can define the periodic table as a table showing systematic or regular arrangement of elements is called a periodic table. And periodic table is based on periodic law. This law states that if the elements are arranged in the order of their increasing atomic numbers, then their properties are repeated in a periodic manner. So now here the most commonly used periodic table is shown. Note that the elements are arranged in order of their increasing atomic number, as hydrogen with 1, helium 2. Hydrogen is present at the top left corner of the periodic table, while helium is present at the top right corner of the periodic table with the atomic number 2, and lithium with the atomic number 3 is present at the left end of the second row, and beryllium next to lithium with the atomic number 4, boron with atomic number 5, and carbon with 6, and so on. So you can see that the elements are arranged in the order of their increasing atomic numbers. The properties of these elements within a period or as you move from left to right increases or changes gradually. When you move from one period to the next, the pattern of properties within a period repeats. This is in accordance with the periodic law. Now let's discuss what are periods and groups of periodic table. So with the help of this diagram, we can see the concept of periods of periodic table. The horizontal rows of the periodic tables are called periods. There are total 7 periods of periodic table. The first horizontal row that contains hydrogen and helium is the period number 1. From lithium to up to neon, there is a period number 2. From period number 3, the third row, sodium to argon. And from period number 4, potassium to krypton. Period number 5 is from Rb, rubidium to xenon. Similarly, period number 6 is from cesium to Rn, and so on. So there are total 7 periods of periodic table. or there are total 7 rows of periodic table, and the number of elements in per period range from 2 in period 1 to 32 in period 6. As you can see that the period number 1 contain only 2 elements, that is hydrogen and helium. First 3 periods are called short periods because they contain less number of elements as compared to the rest of the periods, while the remaining periods are called long periods from 4 to 7. The properties of elements within a period change gradually in accordance with the periodic law, as we have already discussed this factor. So, with the help of period number, you can describe that which element is present in which period. For example, lithium is present in the period number 2, while sodium is present in the period number 3 of the periodic table. Similarly, carbon is present in the period number 2 or second row. While if you see calcium, Ca, it is present in period number 4 of the periodic table. Now, let's discuss the concept of groups of periodic table. For the discussion of the groups of periodic table, the elements which have the similar properties lie in the same column in the periodic table. Each vertical column of the periodic table is called group or family. So, these are the vertical columns from top to bottom. Elements with the similar valential electronic configuration are placed in the same group. Each group is identified by the numbers and letters A and B. Or we can say that we have divided the periodic table into two groups, group A and group B. The group A element, which is shown in the diagram with the yellow elements. The yellow part of the periodic table are group A elements, or also called main group elements or representative elements. We can also call them normal elements. While the purple part of the periodic table is the group B elements. These are called transition elements or transition metals. So, with the help of group and period number, we can identify the position of an element in a periodic table, as hydrogen, which is present in the group number 1 and period number is also 1. Similarly, for lithium, it is present in group 1 and period number is first row, then second row. So, period number is 2. Some group of elements in the periodic table have been given a group names. For example, the first group metals which are present in the first group are called alkali metals. The second group elements are called alkaline earth metals, while the group 7 elements which are shown by the blue box here are called halogens. Halogens means salt former, while the last group or 8 group elements are called noble gases. You can also show some other labeled here, semi-metals or metallites. These two series which are present at the bottom of the periodic table are called lanthanides and actinides, while these 3 elements are called post-transition metals, while this part of the periodic table is called transition metals. So, with the help of periodic table or group and periods, we can identify the position of each element. For example, if you want to identify the position of Mg or magnesium in the periodic table, then you can say that 1A, 2A. So, we can say that the period group number of magnesium is 2A and period number is rows. So, first row, second row, third row. Magnesium is present in third row or third period of periodic table and group number of magnesium is 2A. Similarly, we can identify the group and period number of any other element from the periodic table. That's all for this week. You need to write self-assessment 3.1 on your loose sheets as mentioned in the document file given to you. And if you have any query, you can ask me. Thank you very much.